welcome back to my channel. So wonderful to have you here. Today I want to talk about what is actually happening in the world and why we are seeing all these crazy energies. Of course, as we know, all 2020 was crazy so far, and I did explain this in my previous video, so please go ahead and watch that video as well. Today I want to explain you the recent chaos in the world, and with the north node and south node shifts, what will happen in our world going forward and how will that affect us. So let's first talk about why we are seeing all this riot and all this chaos right now and uprise in the world right now. The reason for that is also many reasons, also because we have the north node in Cancer and south node in Capricorn, which is extreme, and I will talk about this a little bit later on. And that's why we experienced since 2018 and 2020 all these horrible war-like energies. But right now what is happening is that we have a big stellium in Aries, where we have Chiron, Mars, Aries and Lilith, all in Aries accumulated right now. And we have another stellium in Capricorn, where we have Jupiter, Pallas, Pluto and Saturn, which is so powerful. So Aries is individuality, me as an individual, but Capricorn is the system. That's why in my previous video I talked about how we are ending the 2000 years of cycle of Pisces, and we are entering in, we have entered into the Aquarius age, or Aquarius, a new era, right? So, and as I mentioned in the previous video, we had a lot of, suppression of the system, right? All these dictatorships and this empires and suppressive governments. We have all experiences, and as I said in the previous video, now we are in the phase where we really are trying to get rid of all these suppression, where the people were suppressed. So we are trying to get rid of worldwide of these suppressive systems, right? This is a government, this is jobs, this is corporations, this is banks, this is like so many things that had happened all these years. Now it's the last touches that we really trying to get rid of all this suppression. And that's why we have Mars helping us. This everything makes so sense, everything fits together, because we are entered into Aquarius age. But also, as I said in my previous video, we will see the full shift towards the Aquarius age and see how it looks like for the next 20, 200 and 2000 years in December 2020. I mentioned that in my previous video. Go ahead and watch that video. So, and because we are now in September and we have the full moon in Pisces, but also we have Mars in Aries and the stellium in Aries. That's why these energies are pushing us more and more towards the end of the year, where we are trying to get rid of once and for all of all these restrictive systems, governments, everything that suppresses the people, because Aquarius is the people. We are ending. And also, interestingly, now what I'm thinking is that we have the Pisces full moon, and this is the last stage of the Piscean era, the 2000 years of Pisces era, which is the 2000 years of Pisces era, and the full moon is the ending, is a culmination. So isn't that interesting how everything fits so perfectly? So Mars is helping us to move us towards December 2020, where everything will shift. So now let me talk about the north nodes, because this will also perfectly fit. So what does that mean? This means that currently, since 2018 and now for 2 years or 1.5, 2 years, we have the north node in Cancer and the south node in Capricorn. This is a big war type of energy. We see all this chaos. The last time the north node was in Cancer and the south node was in Capricorn was in 2001, when we had September 11. Before that, we had in the 80s the era where AIDS occurred. Before that, we had the time when Kennedy was assassinated. And before that, there was a bombing in Hiroshima. So, and as you know, in this year 2020, we experienced the pandemic. So as you can see, all these energies brought us a horrible, like this war type energy because of the north node in Cancer and the south node in Capricorn. So what does that even mean? So what are nodes? The node of the moon means the path of the moon and the path of the sun intersect. These paths, where they intersect, the moon and the sun, those are the paths where the eclipses occur. And those are very powerful. So north node means our destiny, our future, where we're supposed to go. But the south node is our karma, where we came from, what we have to let go so that we can move to our future, move to our destiny. The south node is the ones that we feel comfortable with and don't want to make a change. But we know it's bad for us, but we still are stuck there. But the north node is, it's uncomfortable, but it's our calling. We have to go there. So when you see that the north node is in Cancer right now, and the south node is in Capricorn, this means that we want to go to more what our heart is telling us where we have to go. But the Capricorn, where it's actually ruled by Saturn, is the government, is the restriction, says no, you cannot go. So you see, it's this war between where we're going to go and this restriction. But now the north node shifts into Gemini and the south node shifts to Sagittarius. This is great, and this is very powerful. These energies are super exciting, and it's been said that the north node in Gemini and south node in Sagittarius are the placements where they are feeling the best in energies. In my birth chart, in my natal chart, it is so that my north node is in Sagittarius and my south node is in Gemini. So I'm very curious to see how this will affect me personally, but overall globally is that, let me tell you a little bit about Gemini. Gemini is more about communication, clarity, neighborhoods, short distance travels, technology, communication, internet, and everything is south node with the Sagittarius is what we have to let go, is these religions, this fanaticism, everything that is long distance, these deep philosophical thinking of religion and fanaticism of religions, and all these things that we have to let go, which I also talked about in the other video that I made of the Aquarian age and what we have to get rid of, in which I also talked about the religions, and I said that the religions will disappear. So now we are in this age. What is also interesting is that the last time when the north node was in Gemini and the south node was in Sagittarius, the vaccine for smallpox was discovered. And before that, the discovery of penicillin occurred. So there's a possibility that we are seeing great news once we're shifting. North node shifts into Gemini and south node in Sagittarius. We will see that we will get a great vaccine for our current pandemic, for our current disease. As you know, there are several vaccines are currently in process, but we will find, I think, a great vaccine that will work perfectly. As I said, we will see the Aquarian age in December 2020, but also once we shift from 2020 to 2022, the nodes, right, in North Node in Gemini, this will calm us a little bit down from this dramatic last 2 years. And we also will see a little bit of the relief when we see the Jupiter shifts from Capricorn into Aquarius. Then it's the time, and that's happening actually end of November. Then is actually the time when we finally will see what the new era of Aquarius will bring us. When you want to learn more about the Aquarian age, I talked about this in my previous video. So next year in 2021, most likely, because we will have still in February, in March, Mars in Aries still doing this last stir up. Then after that, in March, April and May 2021, this is where I think finally we'll see the relief of all this last 2 years. And then we will have a much stronger, much more happier, much more relieved, much more normal times ahead. So yeah, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I hope you will subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care and enjoy these energies. Bye-bye.